accepting our invitation and being here. First, before starting about the brand and everything, let me just introduce you about myself. I came to UK as an international student in 2009 to do my master's degree in UK. I used to work for a company called British Gas, which I think everybody's aware of. I used to do door-to-door sales. And from then, a thought came in my mind that, okay, I think I should start my own business. And in 2014, I started a marketing company, which is still in operation. So we look after sales, marketing, merchandising, promotion, and sampling activities for a lot of Indian and Pakistani brands here in the UK. And while I was working for a lot of big multinational Indian brands, a thought came into my mind that me being a Nepali guy from Nepal, a student who came in, I think I should be doing something for my own country, for our own product, and take it beyond Nepal. So I started looking for brands in Nepal which I can bring in and promote as I was doing for any other Asian brand that I was working for. But I couldn't find anything which I could bring, like a premium quality product which I was expecting. So I decided to open our own brand called Nepal Foods, which we'll be talking about a lot today. So the concept behind Nepal Foods is it's a premium quality brand where our focus is on premium quality, premium product, and premium packaging. And we want to take this brand beyond Nepal. So we want to focus on other communities as well and gather market so that, you know, Nepal as a whole, we can export more and the country itself can benefit from it. Because Nepal is not only known for, so we just want to prove a point that Nepal is beautiful. It's known for its Mount Everest, Lumbini, and Gautam Buddha, but we want to make it that with the help of Mr. Santosh Shah, we want to take food as well as where people know Nepal as. Today's event is a special event where we are collaborating with Mr. Santosh Shah, where we are creating something very different to our wider audience, which you'll be seeing in due course of time, so which will be revealing it. And now, because our brand, we are currently present in 24 countries worldwide, including Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and major part of Europe as well. We've recently started our recent distribution in Europe from Malta, so we cover all the parts of Europe from Malta. Because the brand is not very old, let's say it's only about 3-4 years old, so what we thought is we should be doing something as charity and give back to our own community. So we have our own foundation called Nepal Food Foundation. Nepal Food Foundation is a foundation which would purely help people in Nepal, like farmers who we buy our products and services from. So we saw a lot of charity in Nepal who were working for poor, disabled, children, so many different people, but we didn't find a pure kind of a charity which was actually working for the farmers. Because we make our bread and butter from the farmers, we wanted to do something for them. So so Nepal Food Foundation has also teamed up with Phased Worldwide. It's a British charity. They do a lot of work in Nepal. I think they only work in Nepal. They do quite a lot of work. So they will be giving their brief presentation about who they are, what we're doing together. That's all. So I'll take this platform to announce that Nepal Food Foundation would be in operation from today with all your blessings, and thank you very much. Thanks.
Have His Excellency Mr. Gyan Chandracharya, Nepalese Ambassador to the UK, to please join Bikash Nepal at the front, please. And also, may I please have BBC MasterChef rematch winner Santosh Shah as well, where they're going to be, can I have you on that side, sorry. Where they'll be revealing our new Heat and Eat range. First, can I just address, this is the first ever Nepali Heat and Eat range, which we want, which is a 5 products, which you can have it at the comfort of your own home. May I please request Mr. Bikash Nepal and please tell us a bit more about Heat and Eat range, how many products we have there, what was the purpose behind it. So give us any information you can about your recipe, how you figured out the recipe and everything, which I'm sure the audience would love to know, and I'll let you take the floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. thank you for coming, and sorry for delay event. Okay. Namaste. So, after the MasterChef, everybody know I cooked in the MasterChef only Nepali food, and Nepali food. I always wanted to promote Nepali food to the world, and that's what I started from MasterChef. And after MasterChef, everybody watched on a screen only. And till now, I don't have any restaurant. I'm trying to open a restaurant. While we're waiting for a restaurant, so I wanted to people taste my food as well. So I came up with the ideas and came to Vikas, Nepal, the Nepal food. And I have a few ideas. Let's do the heat and eat food, or ready to eat food. So, and Vikas really liked this idea, and let's do this food. And we come up with this now. And so this country, we don't have this process. So we went India, and because already have so many ideas about this, and we can see that. And I think Nepal food will be the best person to do this and reach out the whole world, Nepali food. And this came up with the vegan idea. So we have a vegan, and the shelf life is very good, no chemical added, and we're gonna taste as well to the right. So no, we can't. We have it there, so please try and let me know how it is. And we had a very difficult to bring taste and trial. So when we done this one, many times we try with the many palettes. So with like different ethnic group and different people, even different age group, we tried this one. Sometimes it went spicy, sometimes it was very thick, sometimes very thin. We had a many product tried, so we came up with only 5. So many product doesn't work in that range and that way. So we came up with only 5, and that's the 5 best dishes. You can just how it works. So I'll a little bit explain them, because we'll be explaining how it is. Okay. So it's very simple. What we do is we have inside one packet. We boil the water. First boil the water, and then you drop in the water this whole packet, and 2 to 3 minutes maximum, and then you just open it and ready to eat. It can be eaten with the bread, rice, as a soup, as a lentil, as anything. Like just you can eat just all. So thank you, and I'm very happy we have this now, because this shelf life is great. Like almost 11 months or 18 months. 18 months shelf life, and this can be stay in a room temperature outside. You don't need to put it in the fridge. Once it is open, you need to use it the same day, or you can put it in the fridge for 1 day or 2 days. So that's all I think I covered. If you have any question, we're going to have a question and answer later. And thank you very much, and hope you will be enjoying the
wide. And we have Lucy joining me today, who's our partnerships manager. So I will tell you a little bit about Phase Worldwide, our work in Nepal, and just how we approach the work that we do. So Phase Worldwide was set up in 2005. It was set up by a group of friends in Rotherham who have a passion for Nepal. They'd all visited Nepal many times in the previous years, and decided that they wanted to do something to give back to the country. Since then, we've progressed and developed as an organisation, and now help tens of thousands of people every year through a range of different projects. We've also relocated from Rotherham down to Bristol, so we have a small base there, and focus our support on raising funds to implement in Nepal. So our mission, as it says on here, is to empower isolated communities in Nepal through an integrated and sustainable programs in health, education and livelihoods. For us, we see the key areas as a lack of access to primary healthcare, a lack of access to livelihood opportunities and basic education. And this is predominantly in the rural and isolated areas of Nepal. We see that as a cycle that kind of traps people in poverty, and aim to overcome that through developing programs and initiatives in these areas. All of our work in Nepal is implemented through our partner organisation, Phase Nepal. They were established by Phase Worldwide in 2006 and have since grown to have over 80 employees and to work across lots of districts in provinces across the country. We are really proud of our partnership, because there's a lot of conversations in the aid and development sector about decolonising aid and reducing institutional racism in the sector. And for us, we let Phase Nepal dictate and direct the strategic direction In the UK, we solely focus on fundraising and raising the funds for projects that are developed and implemented by our partner in Nepal. So we're really proud of that partnership and see it as a really successful and progressive model. We're here today from Bikash to talk about our partnership with Nepal Foods and the Nepal Foods Foundation. So we are aiming to work together on, as Bikash was saying, some agricultural projects and some farming projects that allow the partnership to give back to the people who are growing the products that come in to support these items. So yeah, we're really excited to be here today, to be working on the partnership together and to have this opportunity to speak to everyone. If anyone wants to find out any more, we'll be hanging around. We have some leaflets at the back of the room, and you can always visit our website or any of our social media to find out more about it.
Do you want to explain what it is?
Yeah,
Or-
so all
It's 9 different beans.
So this 5 product is all Nepali, and the product what we have, the raw ingredients, everything from Nepal. So we buy from, because Nepal, the company buy from Nepal, then we send it to India. Because in Nepal we don't have that system, the production company who can make this. So every ingredients what we use here, apart from the salt and the normal ingredients, the main ingredients all came from Nepal. We're sending from Nepal to India. Then so we have a quantity. Quantity is 9 type of beans, sprouted beans, so healthy, and this food have all food have a history. Then another we have Mustang ko dal. Mustang is a high altitude growing dal. Like Mustang is one place name in Nepal. So this dal is very famous from there. So exactly the taste from there. Then another we have Alu Tama Bodi. So this another Alu Tama Bodi is Tama is bamboo soup, and Alu is potato, and beans, eye beans. Then another we have Chana ko dal, is a Chana dal is chickpea lentil, and then another we have Mas ko dal. Mas ko dal is a black lentil from Nepal. So all grains from Nepal, and this my motto to do this is promoting Nepali food. Apart from that, is nothing, and people should taste the Nepali food. And then we collaborating with Phase charity. The sum of money, whatever sold, each packet will go some money to Phase as well. So from every single packet will go from here. We sold, and we directly, not from the profit, the directly what we buy, the fixed amount will go to the Phase. So, thank you.
So any questions you may have about Nepal Foods, about the product, feel free.
Please.
Do you have in mind, like, do some rice or breads to go with that, so it will be a complete meal? So
Yes,
this is like a half
we
meal.
already have thought about that. We had discussed that before. So obviously we'll be in future, like once this is up and running, so we'll be coming up with a combo pack, which will have a rice and then a pack of this together. So you can buy it as a combo pack. You can take it to your office, just simply microwave, and your meal is done. So yeah.
We tried a few as well. So like a thukpa.
And all the distinguished guests who are present here. How do I say? I think having everything explained, I'm not a food connoisseur. I know how to taste it, but I'm not a very food expert as such. But again, I think I congratulate all of you, Vikas Nepal, Nepal Foods, Santosh Saji, and those who are supporting him, and yourself and others, and those who are lending very good support. I think this is a very good example of how you can really not only promote food in Nepal, but also promote trade, but also culture, tradition. I think this is a composite whole, and this is something that we are very happy about it. I came here, I learned a lot about how you prepare a vegan food and then make it ready to eat. And this is something I think that I'm sure will catch up. The bilateral trade between UK and Nepal is very limited, and we really want to improve it. And these are some of the things that I think he was explaining, that it is grown in Nepal, prepared in Nepal, but of course, somehow some of the processes are done in India as well. But I mean, over due course of time, perhaps we can do that as well in Nepal. And then again, add value to it even more, and then send it to UK and the rest of the world, that he said. I think when you look at it, I mean, of course, even before Santosh Shah won the Master Chef, people will knew a little bit about Nepali food because of the restaurant. But after he won the Master Chef, I think it has become all the more popular. Now the food is also coming here, so you only don't see it on TV, but you can get a taste of it, and that's a very good combination. And then I think hosting it here in a historical place, and it's a very prestigious place like House of Lords, is again another very important I think the important message that is going around out in the world. And I'm sure that there will be many who will be coming in terms of the products, but also in terms of the variety. And I'm sure that this will also enhance our interactions with UK, and also our the products will go around the world. Well, the vegan food is now getting popular as well, and I think looking at the overall the impact on the climate, being a sensible food now, I think this is also something I'm sure that will catch up. And when he presented, he started with Quanti. I remember that we all love Quanti. There is a particular cultural day in Nepal where you have, especially I think the Maghi Sankranti, isn't it? That it is the very coldest day in Nepal, and probably our forefathers had thought that Quanti is the best food. The sprouted beans with the best of the protein and all of that, and which is easily available all over Nepal. I think that's why I think he is catching, they are catching something which is very peculiar to Nepal, but also which is quite available all over Nepal. I think this is something that we are very, very happy. And then I'm very happy to see that he has established Nepal Foods Foundation and working together with the Face Worldwide, who has been working in Nepal on some of the issues, including on health, education and livelihood. This is also a very good part of it. This is also a corporate social responsibility that we talk about every day. And I'm sure that this foundation work will also enhance the livelihood as well as the health and education of the people who are really growing all these ingredients in Nepal. So we are very proud of what you have done, and I'm sure that many others will come forward. And then of course many more products will be also developed, prepared, presented. And I like the way that you have presented in terms of the quality, the branding. I think these are all very important, and that also shows that we are moving to the next stage of really exporting our products to very well developed, competitive and advanced market like UK. I think this is also a very good example that how you can really do that for other people to really look at and then really learn from it. So thank you once again, and I'm very pleased to take part in this particular event, and I'm sure that you will make a good progress and make Nepal known through the culinary, our experiences here in